Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Empire where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor and we are back for another Sunday live stream right here at Crypto Empire. So let's smash up the like button. It's a 3-day holiday weekend. We got Labor Day tomorrow, so smash up the like button for that. And let's get right into this live stream and start off like we always do with our crypto market overview. Shout out to FBS, my man. He says, good to see you, Connor. Great to see you as well, FBS. Thank you for the support. And be sure to smash up that like button if you haven't already. Now, looking at the market at large, where we are currently at, Bitcoin trading at 108,300, ETH still holding stronger, 44.81 at the current moment in time. We got XRP at 282. And I mean, in general, we are seeing a bit of a choppy weekend after a bit of a pullback to end this previous week. Now it is August 31st, which means it's the end of the month. This is the last day of the month, and tomorrow September does begin. So I hope you all had an awesome summer, because summer is now over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Shout out, leave a comment if you know where that line is from. Let's see if we have any OGs in here. It's a legendary movie line right there. But anyways, yeah, I mean, summer's over. We're getting into the fall. Fall historically is a pretty good time to, be in crypto. Last fall, for example, we bottomed out in September, and then we soared in November and December. So we'll see if history does repeat. I certainly have my eyes on a main scenario right now, and I'll be sharing with you that scenario in this live stream. So be sure to stick with me until the very end. If you haven't already, smash the like button, lads. Let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat over here. And anyways, let's get into the charts, guys. Stop messing around and we'll get serious. So we're going to start off looking at Tether dominance, USDT. And some interesting stuff is happening right now on USDT. And the main thing is the fact that our 4.6 level is still in play. All right, I tweeted this one out. It was like 2 weeks ago, man, but still untouched up here, this previous swing high. Now, there's a lot of people right now. Are really eager to say, USDT Tether dominance is topped and crypto is bottomed. A lot of people trying to pull the trigger super early. And I get it. We're all excited here. We're all anticipating some really bullish times ahead. But I think we got to hold our horses a little bit. All right. I'm not quite sure that the low is in just yet for the market. And I'm going to be explaining why right now. And then there's going to be the usual critics. Oh, you say it's going down or all this bullshit. But hey, I don't care. Let's explain what I'm looking for. So, I mean, 4.60, the main thing I would like to see would be an SFP, a swing failure pattern, right? We take the highs at 4.60%, and then we reject, and we come back down, towards our targets, 3.8, 3.3%. Now, if we go to the 23-hour time frame, we have some interesting developments on the 23-hour. So first of all, we have a partially mitigated. Hold on, I have to sneeze. All right, it's going away. We're good, lads. Anyways, so we have the level at 4.60, but we also have this supply level, this order block on the 23-hour time frame, which is at 464. So my base case right now is this. My base case is we go ahead and we see USDT dominance. Take the highs at 4.6, we wick into 464, and we reject hard. That's what we want to see, all right? This would provide really excellent risk-reward trades on a bunch of longs. I'll be sharing with you some of those levels I'm looking for, some levels to set your limit orders if you are interested in trading like that, if you like to set your limit orders. I certainly do. But that's my base case, guys, basically, is a spike up, sweep 460, take the 23-hour order block, and then reject from there. I would love to see that. Now, obviously, if that fails, and if this does make another move higher, and then it starts closing above here, well, that's pretty bad news. However, I still feel like there's nothing to be scared of right now in this market. I still feel like everyone should have no fear. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean don't use your proper risk management. But I just don't think it's the time to be scared of like, oh, and it's all over. The cycle is completely over, all this stuff. I don't think it's the time for that at all. Let me pull these up here just so I have them ready. We got the altcoin season index, and we also have the crypto fear and greed index. So looking at fear and greed, I mean, we're neutral. So, I mean, yesterday people were scared. Now people are neutral. And altcoin season, it's not altcoin season either, right? We're at 63. This thing is still creeping up. But remember, we have to enter above 75 to be officially in altcoin season. And, we haven't hit that. So, again, I just don't really think that we're going to see Tether dominance like come above 460 and then like start holding above it and continue higher. I don't think it's time for that. Base case is we come in, take the high, and then we just nuke basically, and we see all of our coins pump, and we make a lot of money. So that is Tether dominance. Now, we also have a lot of confluence in case we do end up pumping, let's say on this holiday weekend on Labor Day, which is tomorrow, and that is this one-day level of demand at 4.40. If we come into that, maybe we look to short a bit. Maybe we look to short. But that's kind of my overall plan right now in terms of my bull case and bear case. Let's keep on moving along. Look, here's Bitcoin dominance, right? This is just continuing to drop. So, yeah, I mean, obviously this is topped out, and we want to see it continue to go down. We're not going to spend really a lot of time talking about Bitcoin dominance. Real quick, let's take a look at the total crypto market cap. So just like I showed you, that's why it's important to pay attention to that demand level I showed you on Tether dominance. Again, at 4.40%. This one-day demand. Well, if we look at the total, it has one-day supply. Come on now. Right in the same exact place. So again, if we see Tether dominance drop to that demand, and we see the total pump up here to supply, we could look for potentially some shorts. That is in the immediate short term. Right? Now, yeah, I mean, we swept the Monday low over here. We closed back within. But here's the thing. If Tether dominance goes up and takes 460, well, we can go like this, and then we can come a bit lower over here, likely to these levels in here, which are coming in at $3.63 trillion. Back into here. So that's like, this is my overall kind of plan right now. We'll see. Obviously, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face, as they say, or until things don't really go that way. But this is what I'm planning for basically. In the immediate short term, I would expect to move into this one-day level of supply, reject, put in the low over here in early September. Right, I think we're going to put in a very significant low after Labor Day, basically. Remember, Labor Day is September 1st. So the 2nd is Tuesday. The 3rd is Wednesday. The 4th is Thursday. So I think we will likely put in a very significant low on one of those days. And then we go up. And we go up really hard, lads. Like really, really, really hard. So yeah, that's the plan on the total. Look for that one-day supply and look for the rejection and confluence with the other majors. Same thing on the total too. We have that same one-day level of supply. Okay, so we have a lot of confluence here, which gives this level a lot more weight and power. This already did get tagged. As we can see, this got tagged today. However, it didn't have any other confluence with other stuff, so we can still see a move higher into this level of one-day supply at around $1.6 trillion. And yeah, for this significant low that I was discussing, for the significant low I was discussing, I would look for a move, sweep the previous week low into this 12-hour, hit an order block over here, and then we go up really, really, really hard. General plan right now. Okay, so those are the majors. That's your USDT dominance. That's your total. That's your total too. Look, others dominance it's getting interesting over here. It wants to break out higher, right? Others dominance does want to break out higher here, which is a great sign for altcoins in general, right? We want to see this break this trend line, take the range high. Remember, we're in this weekly range. The range high up over here at 9% and the range low down here at 682. So we want to see this break the range high and pump. And it looks like it's getting there, right? It wants to do that. And again, I think if you buy stuff now, you'll probably make money. I just think if you're going to trade, you're going to have a really good risk reward opportunity early this upcoming week. But by all means, if you're bullish on coins and they're in like good levels to accumulate, like this could be the last chance to do so before we have a bit of a very violent move on the others dominance chart and we see all the shit coins really start to pump. Right? We're at the cusp of something really big happening. All right. So I think it's wise to have a bullish bias. But again, for your trades, things like that, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we put in a nice low this upcoming week. Anyways, that's the main stuff there. That's the main stuff. Let's go look at Bitcoin. All right, so on Bitcoin over here, just like I showed you the supply and the total too, and the demand on Tether dominance, we have a one-day level of supply on Bitcoin from 111,100 up to basically $112,400. So because of this, again, my bias is that we are going to put in a low in early September, at the start of this upcoming week. So we might see a move into one-day supply to then reject. And now where am I looking for this low to be put in on Bitcoin? At this moment in time, between 105 and basically like 101 down here, the bottom of this green zone, I'm looking for the low to be put in over here. So how that would look like from here, my general idea, obviously I don't know if this is going to work out like this, but this is kind of what I'm planning for. Move into one-day supply, take 112,000, reject, put in our low. I mean, look at where our moving averages are. Our daily 200 EMA is at 104, and our daily 200 regular moving average is at 101,200. Okay, these haven't been tested in quite some time. I mean, price has been in a local downtrend basically with these lower highs and lower lows over the past few days now. So it would make sense to go take these levels. I believe this is a this is 4-day demand over here, starting at 104,500, and then on the 12-hour time frame. You also have some hidden order blocks. So there's a lot of activity. There's a lot of reasons to pay attention between like 105 and like 100 and 101, 102K. So this is personally where I'm expecting the low to be put in for Bitcoin. Now, again, here in the immediate short term, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a move into 112K. So on 112K, we have this 25-minute time frame hidden order block over here, right at 112K within that one-day level of supply. And then we can refine that even further to the 5-minute time frame, and we have a 5-minute HOB in that 25-minute HOB in the 1-day supply. Meaning this would be a level to look to short in anticipation of the low being put in at the start of this upcoming week. That's the general plan, guys. That's the general plan right now. Obviously, it would be invalidated if price was able to close above the swing high over here at 113,400. Right? If we pump up and we close above this, well then, I mean, that's really, really bullish, without a doubt. But yeah, if we move into 112 and we reject, I would look out below for 105 to like 102 in this general area, 101, 200, where the simple moving average 200 is. From there, I am expecting a pump back up to the highs, and maybe we go and we run our next target at 131K, which is a negative Fibonacci extension. That's it, guys. That's what we're looking for on Bitcoin. We'll see how that does pan out. We will see. Now for ETH. So for ETH, obviously it's holding up much stronger. And there's some interesting stuff going on. We are continuing to see whales swap from Bitcoin to ETH. Right, so this was today. A Bitcoin OG deposited 1,000 Bitcoin into Hyperliquid, and he sold it all to buy ETH spot. So he previously purchased $3.4 billion in ETH and staked it. So we're still seeing ETH Bitcoin here it is. You know, we're still seeing this hold solid and hold strong, and I do see it continuing to go up. The trade, again, the trade on Bitcoin is basically over, generally speaking, on the longer term horizon right now for this cycle. The main trade is ETH. So where is ETH going to put in a low if we get this dip that I'm anticipating at the start of September? Where's that low going to happen? Well, I certainly have an idea of where it may come into play. And I see it happening between $4,000 and $3,800. That's where I see a low being put in. This would cause a lot of panic. It would cause a lot of fear. It would validate the bearish September. Let me pull that up real quick. Go to CoinGlass. So traditionally speaking, this is quarterly. Let's see if we can go ahead and get monthly returns. Here we go on Bitcoin monthly returns. So typically, you know, September tends to close red, right? If you take, it's closed red more times than it's closed green. So anyways, if we do get a dip in early September over here, it would validate September is going to be super bearish. It could be the ultimate fake out. We know how this market loves to fake everyone out. We know how quickly sentiment can change in this market. It can change on a dime, right? We get one red candle and everyone's running for the hills again. Oh my God, it's all over. We get one green candle. We're so back. Oh, you were bearish. Oh, all this bullshit. It's a crazy world. This is just a very emotional market. So I think that if we did dip down here to 4,000 to 3,800, it would cause everyone to run for the hills again, only for the low to be put in, and then we start ripping to new all-time highs. This would be uber bullish in my opinion. Now, obviously, the bull case would be, we hit this one-day demand over here. We swept our Monday low. It's going right up to the highs right now. I ain't so sure about that, man. I ain't so sure about that. yeah, we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. Now, if we do get a pump here over the weekend, I think Bitcoin is providing a better short setup into this low I'm anticipating in early September. But for ETH, it's pretty clear that, around 4,600, 4,630, we have resistance that would need to be cleared. This is the previous swing high at $4,663 that needs to be closed above in order for us to be like, okay, we're bullish again, and this is going to go break the highs. So let's watch it closely. But in general, I'm looking for the low to be put in again at 4,000 to 3,800. We have some daily hidden order block levels over here, right at 4,000, right at 3,800. Anywhere between these two is money. All you got to do is bend over and pick it up because this is going to new all-time highs after. That's it. That's it, lads. Simple stuff. Don't overcomplicate it. All right, guys. So we just went over the majors. We're 21 minutes in. Let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat. And let's see if we have any interesting questions that we can go ahead and answer here before I get into some funny news that I want to share with you. Shout out to our guy Shane Stridham, leading the empire strong. He says, oi, oi, lads. What is up, Shane? How are you, my man? We also have Dan Griffiths. What's up, Dan? Good to see you. We got Benjamin H. Doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well, too. Guts Motors says, yo, what's up, fellas? What's up, Guts? Good to see you, as always. Shane says smash the like button, and I agree with him, guys. Smash up the like button right now. Smash it with everything you got. Shout out to Cepheus. How you doing, my man? Our guy Gary McNeese, he says he enjoyed the base video that I put out recently. Good to hear that, man. This one, a bit of a longer video, 35 minutes, but I was very thorough with it, right? I didn't cut any corners on this one. I basically sat down in this chair right here for like 50 minutes straight, and I recorded this. The final product you see is 35 minutes, but it's good to see that you enjoyed it, Gary. Hopefully everyone else enjoyed it because, I enjoyed making it. A lot of brain power went into making it, and hopefully you guys paid attention to that technical analysis because, if some of those entries play out, again, it would be, in my opinion, free money. You just have to pick it up. So pay attention. It's time to lock in. But if you haven't watched this video, guys, make sure you watch it from the first second to the last second so the YouTube algorithm knows that it needs to recommend this video to every single person who watches crypto YouTube. That's very important. Let's get Crypto Empire to the top. I can't do it without all of you guys. I need you to smash the like button. I need you to watch all my videos from start to finish. I need you to share it with your friends and family. I need you to just drop comments. Let's go, lads. Let's go. Shout out to Gary McNeese. What's up, DJ Lecky? Shout out to Declan Wyatt. He says smash the like button. Yes, sir. We got Adrian Kent with the 2 thumbs up. It's good to see you, Adrian. We got Fiensta in the building. What's up, Fiensta? He says much love from London. What's up, bro? Appreciate the support. Clop Zone. Did my SUI order get filled? Yeah, at 3228. I got a SUI order filled. SUI's just kind of clanging around right now at 329. If we put in a low in early September, this thing could hit $3. Fair value gap, still an untapped order block over here, partially mitigated. So that's why, basically, if you're going to try and catch the low, right? For example, I got filled at 323. The stop is at break even. So if this comes and it makes another low, I get stopped basically, and I try and get the low again, which I think would be at $3 on SUI. But hey, I'm watching this thing closely, man. I really think SUI is free money. I really see this trading to $6 to $8 very, very reasonably. I think it's a very reasonable target. Yes, it's only, say, a 2 to like a 2.5x. but I'll be looking to actively trade this thing all the way up. So yeah, I mean, Sui definitely high on the priority list in terms of attention. And I think it's going to be just a really easy trade as well when the market gets going. And we can just ride the trend up higher the whole time. But yeah, 323 was my most recent fill here on Sui. Caught that Pico low. What you know about that? Let's go. Smash that like button. Benjamin says, you think September is the month where a lot of people get shaken out? I wouldn't be surprised, man. I went over, I'm sure you paid attention to the first 20 minutes of the live stream today, where I went over my kind of base case scenario right now. And if ETH goes to 4K to 3,800, if Bitcoin goes to 105 to 102, that's going to be a pretty nice shakeout. That would scare a lot of people. It would have them running for the hills, crying chicken little, the sky is falling. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely see something like that happening. Shout out to Blockchain Junkie. What's up, brother? He says, smash the like button for our guy, Connor. I appreciate that, man. Smash up the like button. Shout out to All Day Dre, who's running the name now, DreMan100. Shout out to DreMan100. What's up, Dre? Good to see you. Ghoul says that this market is exhausting. It is exhausting, man, but that's why you got to have a love for the game. You got to have a love for the game, man. It doesn't close. It doesn't sleep. It just is what it is, man. It's a beast. It's a behemoth. So you got to make sure you get up every single day with your armor on, ready to fight the beast. That's all it is. Every day is a battle out here. Shout out to Eric Royston. We got Crypto Christian from Rome. All right, guys, let's get back to our stream right now. We'll get back to the stream, lads. I enjoy interacting with the chat as always. Appreciate all of your support. Thank you for being here. Let's go over some news. Excuse me. So this was really funny, and I have to share this with you. So Big Sean did a concert. And here's what Big Sean was told to say at his concert. Let's listen to this.
Crypto and if it is one time that I'm gonna say this is not, you're not too late. Invest in crypto right now, tonight if you can.
Invest in crypto right now, y'all, tonight.
Do that shit tonight.
Do that shit tonight, yo.
You're gonna get a return from it.
You'll get a return.
Bitcoin is a good one. Ethereum. What's the other one you said? Ripple.
Did you guys catch that? Hopefully you can hear this. But he literally just said, he literally just was like, Bitcoin, XRP. He looks at his handler in the back. He's like, what was that other one you just said? Ripple. Like, come on. It's just a joke. Let's hear what Big Sean has to say, though.
Invest in that shit. I'm telling y'all right now, this is a quick flip.
Invest in that shit right now, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's a quick flip, y'all.
Do it tonight. It's about to go up. I think it's about to go up. It's not like I got no insider information.
I mean, what the heck is this? What the heck is this, man? This is where we're at in the market cycle. People are saying that the cycle is just starting now. This is where we're at in the market cycle. I mean, man, we gotta stay frosty out here, because we are going to see I'll tell you guys my general thesis right now for the rest of this year. We put in the low early September. We put in the low in early September. And then we end up pumping very violently in September. And this could last, it could be short. It could be short-lived, man. It could be like 2-3 weeks. And then after that, I think we're going to see something pretty messed up. I'll just say what is going through my head. I think we're going to see some fucked up stuff after we see a very violent pump in September. And we're going to have kind of like this price action that we saw, throughout this year. Well, let's go look at like ETH. But I think we are going to basically downtrend for a bit after September into like January, February of next year. And then we go up really high again. But we're still in a kangaroo market. So that's my general plan and idea right now. That's why you're seeing Big Sean telling people to invest in crypto right now, y'all. It's going to go up. You'll get a return from this, y'all. Hey, what was that other one? Oh, yeah, Ripple. That's why you see retarded shit like this right now. A massive trap is being set, okay? So we got to stay frosty. We have to stay frosty. Again, we could see some pretty nasty stuff at the end of September into October. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my general idea in my head right now. So if we go very high in September, I would be quite cautious and not think that we're going to keep on ripping and ripping and ripping and ripping until like October, November. So obviously I'll be here to update, but I mean, when I see stuff like this with Big Sean, it's just like, obviously they're setting a massive trap right now, and that goes without saying. Anyways, let's move on. So according to Michael Saylor, Bitcoin it's on sale right now. And you know, remember the idea. I think we do run the target at 130. There is a chance that this was the top over here at 124, but I think we're going to run the target at 131. So yeah, anyways, Michael Saylor, I mean, look, he'll say whatever he can to get people to not dump all of his Bitcoin or dump their Bitcoin. And also CZ says avoid selling the crypto dip. But yeah, that's our news right now for the day. That's our news right now for the day, lads. Again, we're not in altcoin season yet. Look, if we go into altcoin season in September, I think that's going to really validate the plan I just shared with you just now, right? Every time this thing goes into altcoin season, it's a local top. It's the top of the market every single freaking time. So if we pump, we're very close now, right? If we spike up in September, we got to stay frosty because it can get ugly real quick, as we know. As we know, right? Look at what happened from January 20th to April 7th of this year. It was nothing but blood in the streets, day after day, week after week. Every bounce was just violently sold into. We could easily see that happen again for a period of a few months before we go back up again. Again, I'm expecting that to be January, February. But let's take it one step at a time. Right now I'm forecasting like multiple moves at a time right now. So let's just focus on what's in front of us right now. And what's in front of us right now is a low in early September into a big market-wide rally where we likely see this finally go into altcoin season. All right, that's all we need to focus on right now. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's stay present in the moment. All right, lads? Someone says, what's going to happen with XRP? So XRP right now, clinging on to these lows. Look, I mean, the time to be like really worried was over here on July 21st, right? When this thing pumped up to 366. I believe this was a new all-time high. Right now, it's not really like the time to be worried. Oh my God, oh my God. It's not the time for that. It's the time to look for the reversal. Now, I could definitely see these lows getting swept over here. Where would the level be? Potentially. Yeah, I would say in here. In this fair value gap. All right, we have these previous highs. This is coming in around like 265. 265, yeah. And would this be a golden pocket? It would. You know, it would line up with the golden pocket too. So yeah, this general like 265 to like 255 area, I would look for XRP to put in a low. But yeah, it's not the time to be like super scared, right? Because this thing's been downtrending for weeks now, for over a month. So it's likely going to come to an end soon, which is everything I've been saying with all the other things I've mentioned this stream. So yeah, look for the low in September, and then you can look to trade it. I would not be married to XRP, especially with Big Sean telling people to invest in that shit right now, y'all. Anyways, we got a super chat right now from Benjamin H. Benjamin H says, what are your thoughts on abstract poly, Pengu's girl? What are my thoughts on Poly Pengu's girl? His girlfriend, or his wife. It's his wife. Chart doesn't look bad. I mean, we're seeing a lot of these meme coins. I showed you all the base coins in this video. You know, they're all pulling back. So this one also pulled back 52%. 60% would be to 4.5 million. This chart looks not bad at all. Okay, it hasn't broken market structure bearishly. Okay, it's still holding above this swing low over here at 4 million. So this is in a very obvious uptrend with higher lows and higher highs. You know, maybe it puts in one move down to mark another higher low and then goes. You know, but in general, every abstract coin has been going down for the most part. But yeah, what do I think of this coin? Would I buy it myself? No. But the chart doesn't look bad. Okay, so I'll be neutral and say that, you know, if you're holding this thing, it doesn't really look like there's cause for concern. Unless you start closing above 4 million market cap and just like, you know, then it would be Nuke City, but it's a healthy looking chart. But Benjamin, I hope that helps, man. Thank you for the super chat. Smash that like button, lads. Let's go. So we got a question. Do we wait for a new entry on Litecoin and Dogecoin? Yes, we do. We do indeed wait for a new entry. So our next two levels of interest on Litecoin LTC, it's going to be like right here at the yearly open, which is like 103. 103 to 101. One moment. 103 to 101. Just put myself on do not disturb. Is our next level of interest. And this is where we can take a trade from without a doubt. I just wouldn't be too convinced this would be the reversal spot. I think likely we see the reversal come into play in what's been labeled fresh demand now for quite a while, which is really like $95, $96 down to like $90. If we put in this low in September, I am looking for Litecoin to come into down here, like 96 to 90, and that would be the best optimal risk reward entry to ride this thing up on a big pump. I think it's time for Litecoin to pump. And we basically just have to be patient right now. I did long this 106. I put my order at 106.66. That's how I like to move in the order books nowadays. I always just repeat my numbers. I just gave you guys my secret sauce, but maybe like 5% of you guys have paid attention and will actually know what I'm talking about. So I'm not too worried, and I don't think that the market makers are watching my live stream. So I'm not too worried about sharing that tip with you. But yeah, I mean, when I see a level at 106, that's where I put my limit, 106.66. That's all. And that worked out. I closed that trade up here in a profit. But yeah, right now we're looking for like 103, and maybe we'll see 96 to 90 for our low in September. Now, Dogecoin. So we have around 18, 19 cents. Really around 18 cents as a level of interest. And then, I mean, below that, it would be like range lows over here to 16.15. But, you know, our next level of interest is going to be like 18.8, which is 13% lower than our current market price. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see though. I'll update it when things start moving and stuff like that. But yeah, around these lows or our quarterly at like 16.5. Be some really nice entries. Shane says, I did a pre-warning on one of my previous lives. I'm not sure what you mean by like a pre-warning. Or like you mean I posted it way earlier? Yeah, that for sure. That definitely helps get more people in the live stream. But, you know, it is what it is, basically. Big Sean's got to stay in his lane. Yeah, basically, he does have to stay in his lane. Dan said he's got his eyes on all the stuff I hint at. Yeah, I mean, once you see, you simply cannot unsee. Right? Just like Morpheus said. So FBS says January 20th was the Trump launch and tomorrow is the World Liberty Financial launch. Bad feeling about this. Yes, let me pull that up. I'm not a Hyperliquid user, but I can still pull up the chart pre-market. Okay, here we go. Let's pull up the World Liberty Financial chart because people are trading this pre-market. So the trading started on the 23rd of August, about a week ago. And the opening price was about 43.5 cents exactly was the opening price. Immediately it sold off. And so let's go look at the 4-hour time frame here. So yeah, so World Liberty Financial is launching tomorrow. And you guys remember the Trump coin launched on January 20th. And that was the top of the market. That was a mass extraction event by, you know, Hayden Davies and company and all the Trump cronies. You guys have to understand that the U.S. right now is basically running like a communist playbook with Trump. It's people are not going to want to hear it, but I don't really care. But, you know, like, look at XRP, for example, right? Trump basically signing off on XRP saying, like, this is the one we choose. And now there's other people building competing products to XRP, but, you know, this is XRP's in bed with the government. So, I mean, it's very difficult for competing products to get anywhere. They might face some difficulty with legal troubles and things like that. So, I mean, that's where we're at right now. I mean, we are in the deep stages of crony capitalism. And we also have, you know, Trump launching coins. And I mean, like, this is a scam. Like, look at the chart. People will still rush up here. Oh, you're a hater, man. You'll never be as successful as Trump. Look at the chart, you delusional retard. It's a scam. So yeah, I mean, that's where we're at right now. I voted for Trump too. I mean, I've only voted for Trump in every election he's been in. But I see the truth, and I'm not scared to share it with you. And even if you guys go watch my live stream from election night, I literally said, I don't trust him and nothing's going to change, but I still voted for him. Like, what? You give me two options, him and Kamala Harris. Obviously, I'm going to vote for Trump. But like, look at what's in front of you. Anyways, yeah, World Liberty Financial is launching tomorrow. And it would be the perfect recipe to begin to mark a low. Maybe we pump because everything's super exciting. Oh, World Liberty Financial, it's pumping. Oh my God, all this stuff. It would be beautiful if we had our idea play out on Bitcoin to 112 and then we put in the low. Watch for the confluence on everything, right? The trap is set. The plan is set right now. And I plan on trading this plan. But yeah, good comment there, FBS. Let's see. Bob says, nice base video. No AKEG or Barrio. Yeah, I can only pick 10, man. And, you know, those just didn't make the 10. That's all. No hate to them. No hate to them. But thank you for the support as always, Bob. Great to see you here in the live chat. Let's see. Perry says, thoughts on Cohen's theory hitting lows in September, finding rally in Q4 before bear market starting 2026, considering if it's a good time to take profits to redeploy in September. So Perry, I'm not sure if you just tuned into the live stream, but we went over the general thesis, and you're definitely going to want to replay the stream and the part you missed, because I went over this. I don't really align directly with Ben Cohen's theory. I have my own kind of theory. But, yeah, I would recommend after we're done streaming here today to rewatch the part you missed, because you'll get the answer to your question there. And Super and Akash. So, yeah, we can go look at some. Let's go look at some altcoins, guys. XLM's got a juicy one coming up, lads. Just real quick, I'll run through these. We'll get to Super and Akash as well. But XLM has a 1 week hidden order block coming in, and it hasn't hit yet. Okay, this is at 35 to 33.4 cents. Remember, we want to line this up with confluence with all the majors I shared with you. So if we put in this low and this level over here, look to be long on XLM. It's setting up nicely. Yearly open confluence as well there. What else is there? I mean, Algo has a lot of levels over here at 20 cents. So that would be nice to hit for the low in September and then pump from there. Tau, I still really like 297 for Tau. This next level of interest. Otherwise, I mean, this thing's coming back down to like 267. But yeah, 297 next for Tau, it looks like. Sui, we talked about already, $3. Ton hit 30333, right? If you guys watched my ton video, I had this line here. I didn't say anything in the video about the line. I would have to wait for you guys to catch it on your own, but look, 3.0333 hit the line. It's like a 3% balance. It's really nothing much, man, but that's precision right there, lads. That's no coincidence either. A CRO mega move. I believe this was a 2-week. Yeah, this was a 2-week HOB. So everyone's like, oh, CRO's going to $1. Oh my God. Came right into this 2-week level. Fat rejection. I mean, I still think the trend is going to continue, but I mean, beautiful trap, right? Everyone buying up here above 30 cents is now like trapped in their buys. What do you expect in this market? Obviously, that's going to play out like that. So that's why you got to be able to spot these. I mean, I didn't take this short. I was away from PC and didn't have any limit order set, but this would have been a money short. Like 25% right there in like a day. So, yeah, I mean, there's opportunities everywhere, every day. Even if you miss the pump, you know, if you're precise, you can still catch a nice short. I'm in a key level. But, hey, big move with CRO. Respect to the CRO diehards. They got paid off handsomely for holding. Hype SFP the highs. Again, we're looking for the low in early September. I wouldn't be surprised to see it move into the 30s. In general. Let's go look at Akash. Very quiet chart. Really not much happening at all with Akash. Akash. Fresh demand is down here. Coming in really like right at this dollar level. Like 108 to $1 looks right. If you see this low put in for Akash, that would be the level to buy, and then I think it can violently move up. But yeah, it hasn't swept Monday's low either, which is 109. So yeah, I mean, I like that for Akash. And then Super, pretty whack coin. Wouldn't recommend this at all, but daily demand down here. Uh, 50 cents looks pretty interesting for Superverse. I mean, in theory, the demand zone goes down to 47 cents, but generally, it's this 50-cent level. And yeah, there's 78.6 is over here at 48, 49. So this looks like the level of, if you're going to pay attention to Super, I would be looking at around like 49, 50 cents for it. Smash that like button, guys. Shout out to Glasshopper77. Do I hold Link? No, I don't. Doge is the one that scares me the most. I wouldn't let Doge scare you. Maybe I'll make an updated Dogecoin video and share my precise analysis off a live stream on that one. Let me know if you guys would like to see something like that. Thoughts on Biddy, the Bitcoin mascot? So there's obviously the Cabal one pushed by the biggest scammers on YouTube like Crypto Gains and Suppo Man. By the way, guys, if you watch those guys, Crypto Gains and Suppo Man, please leave my channel now. You can go watch them, go stay with them. But yeah, like see you later, basically. So that's the scam Biddy. This one is much more organic. This Biddy. I mean, it's still a pump fund launch. It's on Solana, but you know the wallet distribution is much healthier on this Biddy. The other one is 100% a scam by Crypto Gains and Suppo Man. I can't believe those guys are still running their playbook. It's insane how people still watch them. But anyways, yeah, it could keep on violently ripping higher. It's just, you know, you already missed the initial run up from like a 37K market cap, 40K market cap to millions. You know, people put like $100 in this thing and they have like, I don't know, 15 grand now, right? So at any moment, if all these small holders decide they want to take profit, obviously it's going to cause a bit of a sell-off. But this thing is bullish, so I'm not going to hate on Biddy, the real Biddy, the non-Cabal Biddy. That's my thoughts on it. Tyro creates, Trump took the Pelosi playbook. Yeah, basically. And More Mail says they're all in it together. Yes, exactly right. But most guys just don't understand. I really shouldn't talk about this on YouTube either. It's not smart of me at all to say this on YouTube. I just kind of can't help myself. Basically, if you know what's going on and you don't say it, then you're complicit in it, is basically how it goes. So I just feel it's like I have to just say it. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely not the smartest thing to do by saying this stuff openly on YouTube of all places. But hey, I mean, shit, we'll see what happens. Do I ever look at Shiba Inu? Not really. It's definitely not high on my attention watch list at all. Shiba Inu. Just a choppy chart. I mean, pretty ugly chart happening here. Fresh weekly demand would be over here. So let's just keep it simple and say, okay, if this dips in early September, it would be a drop of like maybe 10 to 13% or so down here at these lows. Yeah, but not really high interest at all for me. Let's see. Pol USD. I'll take one quick look at it. Is this Polygon? Oh boy, Polygon. Wow, it's back. I haven't checked this chart in ages, man. I wish it was still called Matic Network as well. Now it's called POL, which is weird. So my immediate thoughts are it pumped directly into the supply level. So 30 cents is big resistance. I mean, do people still hold this coin? Do people still hold this coin? Besides maybe having a very small amount in your wallet to pay for gas fees on the network, like, do people actually still hold this thing? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a scam move and it just reverts back in here and puts in a low. But yeah, next resistance would be up here around like 33 cents. Glaucus, for sure. Tokenomics are very important. I mean, look, I have a hybrid approach, I would say, right? As a trader, I'm really only concerned about the immediate moves in front of me in the price chart. As a fundamental investor, obviously, we have to take into account tokenomics, right? That's why our good old site CryptoRank is always accessible. And I mean, CryptoRank is the spot to look at tokenomics. But yes, when people come to me and they ask me, like, what do you think about this coin as like an investment? The first thing I will do is look at the tokenomics and see how many tokens can get dumped on the open market, because that's very important for sure. But as a trader, my main concern is the price chart in front of me and just trading the chart. Because when you start adding in all these other factors, oh this, oh that, instead of just looking at the price chart, that's when you tend to make bad decisions and mess up or just miss things altogether because you're concerned and your attention is just not on the price chart in front of you. Should you pull out small gains today and rebuy after this crypto empire predicted dump? I'd never recommend to sell to buy back lower, especially like your spot holds, because that just adds stress. Whenever I have tried to sell and buy back lower, I'm just stressed for no reason. Obviously there's a reason, but just unnecessary stress. So no, I don't really recommend doing that. I don't. I would just prepare for that low and look to get really good trade entries or buy more of your coins if you want to do that. But here's Axie, right? So Axie pumped up. I mean, bit of a scam pump. Current price 250, it pumped up to 278. Maybe this comes and takes the lows from here in September and then goes. I wouldn't be surprised in this market. But in general, guys, you know my general thesis right now. You know my general plan of what I'm looking for. We covered a lot in this live stream, a lot of different topics, a lot of different charts, a lot of different theories on things. I appreciate all you guys staying here until the end. You know, it is a holiday weekend and it's Sunday morning and the sun is shining. So hopefully you guys started off the day on the right foot here at Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. You already know, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We're coming in hot on 75,000 subscribers. And then from there, we're basically just one solid push away to 100,000 subs, guys. So yeah, your boy will, we'll be there eventually. This is a team effort over here. I wouldn't be here without you guys, but this is it's a long time coming, and we're about to turn the jet thrusters on. So yeah, that's all from me today, guys. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, apply to the mastermind down below, or wait until next week, because I have a big update coming in regards to the mastermind. So yeah, exciting stuff is on the horizon. A lot of work is being put in, and you guys will all see that quite soon. But for now, I'm going to go enjoy Sunday, and I hope you guys do as well. The plans are set. The charts have been analyzed, and we know what we're looking for. Now all we have to do is execute when things do start to move. If you don't execute, you don't get any results. You got to pull the trigger when it's time to pull the trigger. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Connor from Crypto Empire signing out.